Thokozani bantu abadala. This is Gogo Nomi. Today I decided ukuthi I really want to have a discussion with gifted people around being gifted. You know, I meet so many people who are gifted and are always telling me, yo, we really just don't know what to do with our gifts. So I know that I'm gifted, but I just feel like it's so quiet, you know. And I'm just not getting what basically I thought I would get from my ancestors. And I think it's so interesting because I'm always having to advise people, no, Pasha, you know, wait for the dreams, write a journal if need be. But I'm also realizing, Uguti, people are just so impatient, you know. And I always have to tell people that, yo, guys, Mina, I've been doing this for 10 years and I still feel like I don't understand, even though certain portions I do feel like I understand, you know. So I think I wanted to speak specifically to gifted people to say to them, it's important, ukphahla. It's important to learn your ancestors and to understand their mode of communication, you know. It's important to sit on your own sometimes and really listen, Uguti. If something bad is going to happen, for example, do I hear birds at night? What does this make me feel like when this communication happens? Ebusuku, for example, when we all know birds to be people who travel in the day or to be animals that travel in daylight, you know. Are there certain animals or are there bees in my house, for example, before certain things happen, you know? Am I even noticing my environment? Do I have people that sometimes randomly stop me in the road and say things to me that I maybe don't pay attention to? And over the years, is there a sequence or a pattern in all of this, you know? I feel Guti, we like to box spirituality. We like to do like a copy and paste method. And I don't think the copy and paste method works, you know. So I wanted to advise you as well that you need to actually listen to your body, you know. Your body is such an important mode of communication for people who are vessels, you know. Do you sit around people and have a headache, for example? And in this period when you have a headache, what is happening? Because you could be downloading information about these people and you not even realizing. Do your legs hurt, for example, if you set foot in certain places? And is this a good feeling when this happens? Because maybe your body is warning you, Lana, kusetshenziswa imithi emibi, for example, and you shouldn't be setting foot in this environment, you know. Where are the spaces where you feel like I'm an open person and I talk a lot, but all of a sudden when I'm with these people or when I'm around these people, I actually don't feel like saying anything, be it that I know them, be it that I don't know them, you know? And I think I like to say to people that then you need to add these things together, right? So you need to add what happens in your environment to what happens with your body, to what happens with your dreams, and try and find the sequence that is working for you, you know. For example, do you even take your dreams down? Do you write down the feeling? Do you write down the date of whatever has been happening to you? And then the frequency. Do you actually notice the time between you dream something and the time in between when that thing happens? So you can know if when you are just a dreamer because you have to implement and do those things, or are you someone who's a prophet, maybe like me, who actually dreams things and then those things happen, you know, to people. And so you actually do need to know your frequency, because then you can forewarn your friends, for example, you can forewarn your clients, you can forewarn your family. And I think these are some of the things that I feel that when I speak to gifted people, nobody comes back to me with these answers, you know. I've had to do a lot of soul searching and a lot of learning over time, but it's required me to actually listen to nature. It's required me to actually look at the frequency of my dreams and how I dream. It's required me to listen to my body. Like, as someone who helps people, I've been lucky enough for my ancestors to at least tell me the things that people have before the people come. But it's also made my job harder, because it's like if I see more than 10 people a day, I am going to bum out and burst, because I literally know before people come what's wrong with them, But then I also had to learn that, I'm not sick, If it's a Thursday or a Friday and I'm going to see people on the weekend, then I've had to learn my body in such a way that, I have a headache today, but it's actually not my headache. It's the headache of whoever is coming, And I think this was already happening to me before I got initiated. At the time, I just wasn't paying attention, Now I'm paying more attention because obviously I've been doing the work for a while, but I also think it's helped to make my work easier. So I won't have a client who comes to me and I'm like, oh, sorry, I actually can't see anything about you whatsoever, And if I can't help the clients, it's also easy for me to know beforehand because my energy will already be telling me, it's okay, this person is struggling with this and this and this. You need to refer this person to A, B, C, D, and E, which I think holistically makes a very interesting way of working, I don't know if this is helpful, but I really thought that I should share this because it's something that came up a lot in this weekend sessions. And I honestly felt that maybe for someone this will be useful.